All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another edition of our Washington Media Night series. For those unfamiliar, we've done this with the winter and spring, or in the winter and fall sports, excuse me. And we're on to the spring sports here at Washington, getting a profile and a preview ahead of all of their spring seasons. My name is Jack Knowlton from the Southeast Iowa Union. This is Connor Harbert from KCII. And right now we are with the Washington girls soccer team, a few members of it, and head coach Mason Quigley. I always do this to start right away before we get into questions. If you can each go one by one, you can start on either side. Just say your name, your grade, and then I'll offer you can either say your favorite soccer player or a fun fact about yourself. I'll let you pick.
I'm Isabel Murphy. I don't have a favorite soccer.
I'm Maya Broody. We're all seniors. And my fun fact is Coach Quigley's looking for a girlfriend. He's a very eligible bachelor.
Awesome. I'm Aaliyah Medley. I'm a senior. I don't have a favorite soccer player.
I'm Angeline Anderson. I'm a senior, and I think my favorite soccer player would be Jude Bellingham.
That's a good pick.
I'm Jocelyn Carter. I'm also a senior, and I don't watch soccer.
Fair enough. Coach, we've obviously, I kind of did the introduction for you. So
Yep, if you didn't know, Coach Quigley. So I would even go my favorite player, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Okay.
I know we're not big soccer watchers, it looks like, but
still got a reaction. So I'll just ask you, any of you can take this, and Coach, feel free to weigh into. Obviously, you guys getting the season started here in the next week or so. Just how excited are you? How has practice kind of gone? Getting everything just ramped up for the start of the season here. Anyone can take that one.
I feel like we're all really excited. Like, we've been playing all together for a really long time. Like, a few of us have been playing since, like, 4th grade together. So we have, like, a really good group together and good chemistry. And we're super excited. Soccer is, like, our favorite sport. Mm-hmm. We love it. And our team is, like, super bonded. Like,
Yeah.
great.
We also have a lot of underclassmen that actually you can tell they want to play and they've put in the work, and they're doing really well, too.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go ahead and ask this question because you guys are all seniors. Senior leadership, how much will the team need to look to you guys? And I think you maybe kind of alluded to that already. How much do the underclassmen kind of look to you guys for support and advice as you kind of approach that first game of the season?
A lot. About half our team is seniors, actually. Is it 14 seniors and, 26 in total?
Yeah. Well, we just try our hardest to, push them to do their best and teach them how to play soccer.
Be positive. Always encourage them.
Yeah,
And
we
they
have a really
look up
good,
to us.
no one fights, so we all get along really well. So, if they have questions or if they're not comfortable doing something, they all ask. They're not scared to talk to us.
It's a great team dynamic. Coach, I'll throw this one to you first. I believe, looking back at the results last year, you guys kind of ended the year before the postseason, winning 3 of your last 4 games. What kind of momentum do you think, your team kind of found there? And if you guys can weigh in on that maybe, will carry over. I know it's a long off season, but just, maybe some whether it's some chemistry you guys developed or something on the pitch that sort of clicked. What'd you notice kind of in the end of the season there that you think will translate to a strong start out of the gate here this year?
yeah. I think putting the girls in the spots that they want to play, right, or where they're comfortable, right. I think that's what helped us there. To then being able to build off of that, they still had the drive to come in. We started with our open gyms a little earlier than what we've normally done, but that's all to them, right? They wanted to start before winter break. Usually we would start after, we'd meet and get going there. They were like, hey, can we start before? So a lot on them, and just you can tell with their energy, they got it. So, and they always bring it every day to practice, and so we just look to build off of that and make it fun for them and just have a good time with playing this awesome game.
Kind of sticking with the product on the pitch, what kind of style of play do you want your team to be known for this season? I guess this could be a question for you or anybody who really wants to answer, but what kind of style of play do you want to be known for this season?
Flying around, right? We've been working on a little extra conditioning this time, and in a lot of playing with each other. And I think these 5 and the rest of the team does a great job of that, playing to feet, playing to open space, but even replacing each other, like passing, moving to open space, and then filling in a gap if somebody happened to move to open space, they can realize, hey, I can fill that position for a little bit and work with each other that way.
Angela, I've got a question for you from last year. Not to put you too much on the spot, but just noticing from calling the games last year, felt like you were, a big time connector for this team, kind of in that midfield. Just how are you gonna kind of embody that role again this season? And maybe for anyone else, how big is that to have?
So right now I'm actually playing left wing, but I still plan on crossing and passing a lot and hopefully making some more goals. But yeah, I think my main goal last year was to distribute the ball to people so we could win. But yeah.
Kind of a broad question here, but again, a question for anybody. What are some team goals for the season, or maybe even some personal goals? Just kind of what are the goals for this season?
I feel like we want to win more games and make it farther than we usually do. Because we really want to make soccer last as long as possible, especially with how many seniors we have.
Yeah, I think we would love to be conference champs if that's possible, which it is, because that banner in the gym's pretty empty. Yeah.
Like making it to state is always been our main goal, just so we can finally do something big for us as a team. It'd make us all feel really good because we've been playing together for 6 years, so it'd help a lot.
I would also like to have a lot of fun this season too. Obviously making it far, but making it a good season for all of us to enjoy.
Yeah, I mean, I met with the seniors early, like I said, before break, and we came up with some goals, and we hadn't done that in previous years, but it was nice to kind of meet with them and see, hey, what do we want? What are the standards we want to set this year? Because, soccer's a tough game. And so if we can find little bits and pieces to work out throughout the season and hopefully build off of those as we go on.
I'll ask kind of along those same lines. When you look at the schedule last year, I remember I asked this to the boys team. Any one game in particular that you guys are maybe circling? I know, obviously the Mount Pleasant rivalry is very strong, but, and of course every game is super important, but any one in particular maybe you guys are looking forward to, maybe one that didn't go so well last year, trying to flip that result?
Definitely Burlington, Fort Madison. Those are I'd say biggest competitors that we would like to beat and really prove that we are a good team and we can beat them. 'Cause we've always struggled. So.
Sure. So I don't have my phone here to protect me here, so pardon if I'm wrong here. But the first game, just a few days away, coming up this week, I believe, on Thursday. These last few days of practice, this is really a question for you, Coach Quigley. What do you focus on these last few practices? I know when you and I talked earlier this season, we talked about the early season practices. Now that you're closer to that first game, where's the focus go?
Even today at practice, we did a little scrimmage to kind of see where people fit within different positions, whether if we've got them someplace and new, did it work well? Did it not work well? In really trying to find those small things that we could craft to make them more useful in games. We do a lot of offense versus defense, and so it's kind of nice to have the numbers to do a full scrimmage this year. So we've been doing a great job of that, finishing, playing defense, and kind of working together, doing those possession drills.
I'll just kind of end on this one, kind of go back to just the chemistry. It seems like you guys have a group as a group. What's kind of the message to some of the younger players to, sort of get them, caught up to speed and just figuring stuff out this year? Obviously, you guys are really experienced, and just how big is it going to be? You talked about those goals, having, this 14 seniors, this really tight group. Just how huge is that going to be for you guys? Maybe to get a leg up on opponents, knowing you guys play with a lot of togetherness and have so much experience. Just how big is that going to be this year?
I think the reason we're together is because we reached out and found new players. I started freshman year, and I got really close with this group. So I want to tell them to keep inviting their friends to make the team bigger, and that's how you create a good community.
And definitely, I think team bonding too, because I feel like a lot of us have hung out outside of soccer and done activities together. And I feel like a big part of soccer is having that good friendship with each other, being able to communicate.
And then I'll throw one more too. We talked about the team goals. Any individual goals for any of you guys? I know a couple of all conference returners from last year. That's obviously a great achievement. Anyone looking to get that this year? Just anyone wrote down any individual goals for themselves they're trying to achieve?
I mean, I didn't write any down, but actually, yeah, I have. Beat Burlington is a big one. Yeah, I feel like every year, like it's a really fun game, but we never beat them. But it's like a really big goal for me this year.
We're always like right there. You just
Yeah,
fight.
I mean, it'd be cool to make all conference too.
Yeah.
Again, but.
No,
Looking at me
Looking
for
at you.
I was hoping we could.
Oh,
say-
I would like to make more goals, probably. Maybe, I don't know, do you have another?
Hat trick.
Maybe a hat trick. I don't know.
That dreaded double-digit number is what we're looking for.
Yeah,
They've been
let's
stuck
hope.
at 9 for
I
a few
want
years.
to beat that so bad. That's my main goal for myself. Get in the double digits.
Okay. Double-digit goals for Angeline. A win over Burlington. That's what we'll have our eyes on for the Washington girls soccer team, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.